Happy 25th anniversary to The Sims, one of my favorite game series out there. Of course, I feel as the time went on, the series went downhill. Definitely with Sims 4 not being anywhere near as good as Sims 3, and Sims 3 not being on the same pedestal, in my opinion, as Sims 2. Maybe nostalgia has a lot to do with it, but I don't understand. I feel like Sims 4 was a step back from Sims 3, where Sims 3 was an open world exploration thing. I was expecting Sims 4 to be something like it, and to me, I feel like Sims 4 has worse graphics than Sims 3. And the world is not as interesting. There's less stuff to do, and there's less worlds, and the towns are smaller than the ones in 3. Of course, there's new stuff in Sims 4 I like better than 3. Of course, it's been a long time since it came out, but happy 25th anniversary. And something shocking happened, and I was right. I predicted this in my mind. We got a legacy collection of Sims 1 and 2. Sims 2 being one of my favorite games of all time. An absolute great game. I have so many childhood memories. Whenever I was a kid, whenever I was like 8 years old, I was given 2 games for the PC. Sims 2 and Oblivion. And I put so many hours in those games, and I was really lucky that I was given those 2 games, because those are 2 of the best games ever made, in my opinion. They're great games. I can still play them now, today. I even have, peep this. Now, I have a holy grail. I mean, it's crazy. Sealed. Look at it. Sealed Sims 2 Double Deluxe Edition. Sealed. It's sealed, unopened. You get a lot of stuff in it. You get the Sims 2, the nightlife mode, and the celebration stuff. I got that. I mean, that's a pretty big deal, in my opinion. That's really nice. But we got a port basically to the Windows, where Sims 2 is kind of hard, and you don't really have disk drives anymore in America, which I fucking hate. I hate that PC gaming has really just become online. Which, I mean, it's fine, but, you know, I do want collector's editions and stuff for my PC, and actually have cool, like, disc and stuff. I think it would be really cool. But anyway, we have a legacy edition coming out for Sims 1 and 2, and I was like, it's going to be $40, ain't it? It's $40, which I feel like is a really expensive, and I'm really tired of all these remakes, all these remasters, all these that are not really remakes or remasters, all these just ports, basically ports that are like $40. Like Battlefront 1 and 2, $40. You know, Sims 1 and 2, $40. It's like, these games are literally almost 2 decades old, right? Sims 2 and Sims 1 almost came out 20 years ago. And you have the gall, you have the audacity to a game that it was free on the Origin store a couple years ago. For the 20th anniversary, I think, they made the games free. They made all the games free, where you can download them and play them. And all the DLC for 1 and 2, right? Now they have the gall to say, we updated the game, we ported the PC, and make it $40. I think it's highway robbery. I think it's stupid, definitely, since they made the game free 5 years ago, but only for like a day or 2 days where it was free, right? But if you claimed it for free, you got it forever for free, and I missed it, and I hate myself to this day for not being able to get it. But it sucks, and so far the reviews are not great on it. They say, hey, it's, you know, I can finally play one of my favorite games on, you know, Windows 11 or whatever, but it doesn't really improve that much, and it's just, you know, the price tag is just insane. Personally, to me, it is a lot of money for a game that came out, or 2 games that almost came out 20 years ago. I feel like this gets into even more stuff, because My Sims Agents did it, My Sims did it, the fucking Switch did it, $40, you know, for games that came out 15 fucking years ago. Like, I just don't understand. I get companies like to make that money on nostalgia and stuff, where there's like, oh, we get to re-release these games and update them or remaster them to a point where people get to play them again. But it gets to a point where Sims and Sims 2 together should not cost $40, even with all the DLC, in my personal opinion. And I just hate how we're getting to a point where all these game marketplaces are closing, which had unique games. Xbox 360 marketplace, the DS marketplace, all these things which don't make sense to me why you close them. Because, you know, like, the biggest question I got is, there's going to be a new, you know, backwards compatibility, right? It makes a little bit of sense on Xbox 360, right? Because you can play games on the new Xbox that you can play on Xbox 360. Same with PlayStation, you know, but it's not every game. There's a lot of games that are missing, in my opinion, from the backwards compatibility. Not a lot, but there's games that are missing. There's games like that. And on PC, there's not really a backwards compatibility kind of thing. It's more of just having these remakes, having these remasters. Same with Switch. I think Nintendo is a big component of the remake remasters kind of thing whenever they support games from long ago. Like, look at where is it? Oh shit, did I lose it? No, like this is a good example of something with backwards compatibility that works well. You have the DS right here, and then you have the Game Boy right here. I don't know if it was Game Boy Advance or not, but that is smart. That means you can play games that, like, you can upgrade your system and also play games that you already own. Of course, I don't think it supports every single Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance game, but it is a good way to think. And then you have the Switch, which does not have that capability where you can't play, you know, Wii games on a Switch. And I just feel like, unless you do it on the store and stuff, and I just feel like that needs to be done. There needs to just be a consistent platform, a consistent marketplace of games where you can buy the game. You know, it doesn't cause this retro game market where you want to fucking buy Pokemon fucking Platinum, give me $200 fucking dollars kind of thing, you know? Like, it's stupid. And that's where I think the big pirate ship, you know, whenever I'm sailing the high seas and stuff, makes sense. Because if the company is not going to make any fucking money off the game, then off the fucking first place, because they're going to take it off their store, right? Then what's the point of buying it? If you want to play Pokemon Platinum or whatever, Pokemon, like a old Pokemon game, you're just like, oh, I love the game, I want to play it. Then what the fuck's the point of going to goddamn, like, going to like a retro gaming store, game they ask $80 for the game, just the game, just this. By the way, look at that right there. Sonic Rush Adventure, great fucking game right there. They've beat Associate, you don't got this game, you freaking, you know, it's a great game. But what's the point of that if you're just gonna get the, not even the, like, the full thing, you're just gonna get the cartridge, right? And just to play it, right? You know, unless you want to collect it, which is fine. But if you're just wanting to play it, I think sailing the high seas is a smart thing to do if they're not going to open up their markets. I think closing the DS marketplace is one of the stupidest things you can do with Nintendo, because what's the point? There's so many games. Nintendo has the most games out of any other platform besides PC, maybe, but PCs don't upgrade, you know, like, boom, 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 like, you know, I can still play Sims 2. It just may not work that well. But it's just annoying. Like, Nintendo, come on. Like, I want to play your old DS games, but I don't want to pay insane prices to play them. And I think, you know, on Steam, there's examples of that with fucking Activision and Call of Duty games. Like, I'm not going to buy Black Ops 1, a game you can't even play, actually, if you play it, a hacker will see your fucking information if you go online, for fucking $60. It's a game that came out over a decade ago. I'm not paying $60 for that shit, dude. It's like, this game came out fucking like 15 fucking years ago. Like, it's stupid. It's insane. I just think gaming in game prices is crazy, and it just gets to the point where I don't believe that a remaster, a remake of a game that's been out for over like 2 decades almost, should cost $40. That should not be the price tag of every single freaking Legacy Collection game. It shouldn't be $40. Maybe 20, maybe 30. 30 I'm okay with. 30 I'm fine with, all right? But this pricing is insane. If you want to buy it alone, The Sims 1 is $20 for Legacy Collection, and The Sims 2 is $30. And then you could get both for a discount price of only $40. It's insane. A game that came out almost 20 years ago should not be $40 fucking dollars if you're gonna re-release it, right? It's stupid. It's just ridiculous, and I'm just complaining. I'm ranting to the camera. That's what been all my videos nowadays. But I just kind of, with all these remasters, remakes, you know, for games, which I agree with, because there's a lot of games back in the day that need to be remade and that are fucking amazing games. But I feel like there should be a point where the studio says, maybe we shouldn't charge new game prices for these games, right? That's what I think. At most, what you should do for The Sims 1 and 2 is just port it to newer software, where it can run on newer software well. That's all you should do. That's all you need to do. How long would that fucking take you, fucking EA? You do not need to charge $40 for this stuff. Just put it on Steam. Just put Sims 1 and Sims 2, port it to fucking Steam on Steam, and charge $10 for it, or $5 for it, or $20 for it. But these money-hungry companies will do the bare fucking minimum to put a game that they were successful at in the past, a game that was popular in the past, to put it up for new game prices. It's not new game prices. It's not $70, which is fucking ridiculous. I don't understand that. Games are getting more expensive while they're taking less and less and less from games. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, this is a full fucking rant video right now. I'm going fucking crazy. Back in the day, you go to fucking GameStop, you buy a fucking Xbox 360 game, you're freaking hyped. You buy fucking Oblivion. You buy Oblivion, for example. You're hyped. You're fucking excited. The box looks good. The art looks good. It's $60. It just came out, right? You take it home. You have a full fucking manual. You have a disc, and you have fucking the stuff, and in the back of the fucking like game case is like a cool map, and you have a map of the fucking game, right? You get a map, a fucking manual, and a disc. Even on Red Dead 2, you get a map, a smaller manual, and a disc, right? Nowadays, almost every game is bought online, and it's just sad to me because PC games had the coolest boxes and stuff, had the coolest additions to them, where you buy a game for the PC, a disc for the PC, and you get like maybe a poster, you get a big ass game, fucking like manual, you get the disc, you get, well, you probably got like fucking 7 discs, and that's what I did not like about it. I'm happy that that's, but like, it's modern, you can just do 1 disc, you know. It's stupid, right? The only bad thing about old PC games is that they came with like 8 discs, and you had to be like, sit there watching it download, and it take like fucking 5 hours, and you just have to watch because because if you miss it, then it's like, oh, please install this too, and if like you don't install it immediately, then you have to wait even longer. So I don't know, it's stupid. I just feel like I love old video games. There's so many classics out there, and I feel like as time has been going on further, games are getting worse and worse, and I feel like that's why these companies are doing the bare minimum to kind of push out these half-baked remakes or these half-baked legacy editions where it's 2 games for $40 just to make a little more extra cash off the games. And I even have The Sims 2, but I don't have I don't have a disc drive because I lost my disc drive, and it's hard to fucking download it because it doesn't run well, because it's not optimized for a system 20 years in advance. I have old PCs. I can play it on my old PC. I may do that, but the only good part about this is if it comes with all the DLC and stuff, that's good. But in the middle of it all, it is still way more, it's not as easy, but it's more affordable, and it makes sense just to go on that, ride that ship. Go sail the high seas. Don't do that. Yeah, it's crazy. Happy 25th anniversary to Sims. Although my opinion of Sims is not as strong as it used to be, because I feel like they've been going down since Sims 2, and I think Sims 3 is a good Sims game. I think Sims 3 is a good game. I had fun on Sims 3. I think Sims 3 is a great game. But I don't think Sims 4 is, comparatively to Sims 3 or Sims 2. I've not played Sims 1, so I can't say that, but that's been my personal opinion. And Sims 4 is even fucking free. Sims 4 is free, right? Sims 4 used to not be free, now it's free. And they have the audacity to charge Sims 2 for so expensive. But honestly, I may fucking buy it because it's like one of my favorite games of all time. But I shouldn't really buy it because I have it already. And I already spent a lot of money on Sims 2 DLC and stuff for back in the day. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit a like and subscribe. And how do you guys feel about all these games, new games coming out, all these remasters, all this stuff coming out, all like these legacy editions, collections, where it's like 2 games for $40, or like 20-year-old games for $40 that are very poorly optimized? How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, this video kind of went crazy. I need to get better at talking about one topic, but a lot of stuff's popping in my head, so I'm just But yeah, I may buy this game because it is one of my favorite games of all time, but it is insane how much they're charging for it. And in my opinion, I would not buy this game if it wasn't one of my favorite games of all time. If I was an average Sims fan and was like, oh, Sims 1 and 2, that looks cool, I wouldn't buy it. And if we look up right here how much Sims 3 is on... Sims 3 is $20 still. Sims 3 is still $20, which I feel is expensive. But if Sims 3 is $20, you think Sims 1 and 2, Sims 1 should be $5, Sims 2 should be $10, Sims 3 should be $20, Sims 4 is free. Yeah, oh, And you know, the funny thing is, the DLC is $20 for Sims 3, which is insane. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, see you guys in the next one, and peace.